Hey guys, Ashley here, also the Lee fan, back with another one. I know it's getting late, I know I got work tomorrow, but honestly, I just couldn't stop thinking about this. I want to talk about Madison and Lauren from Stick Life American Nature. Madison and Lauren have to be the worst friends in TV show history. Like I said, if we want to say what the fuck they want to say about other friendships on TV, nothing compares to Madison and Lauren. I'm just going to try to keep it strictly to the Amy shit in season 1. Madison and Lauren were very, very awful friends. I'm gonna try my best to keep the video not too long, but I might have to end up ranting. So Madison and Lauren were the first people who knew about Amy being pregnant. Amy told them first, and they encouraged her to take more pregnancy tests to see if Amy was telling the truth. Turns out Amy is indeed pregnant. So then after that, in the hallway, I think in episode 2 or 3, I think episode 2 is when Ben found out. In the hallway, they're in there talking about, oh, no one can know. Oh no, hold on. Back to the pilot. At the school dance, they tell Amy they came with this plan, and she said, okay, let me hear it. They tell Amy to have sex with Ben, tell Ben that you're pregnant, and your problem solved. He has money, he'll take care of you. They're convincing Amy, who is 15, to trap another 15-year-old boy. What sense does that make? And while Ben was trying to blame Amy for why he felt trapped, he trapped himself. No one told Ben to become the stepdaddy to Amy's baby. It wasn't your responsibility to uphold, motherfuckers. But we'll get to Ben when we get to him. Back to Madison and Lauren. The fact that these two bitches are going to tell Amy to trap him, I'm thinking like, already horrible friends. They're already horrible friends. But to me, what's going to slide them even more to horrible friends, I feel like after season 1, I just didn't care for them. I feel like in other seasons, all they did was just gossip and they just didn't mind their business. They just knew everyone's business, and that shit was hella annoying. But in season 1, they were horrible friends. I believe it was episode 2 or 3. They were in the hallway. They convinced Amy. Lauren was telling Amy that she told her parents about her being pregnant over the weekend. Amy said she has 2 options: to pretend it never happened or ruin her life by telling her parents. So she said she's going to go with it never happened. But Madison and Lauren said she can't pretend it's not happening because you are pregnant, sis. Sooner or later you're going to start showing. And like by episode 3, I guess a few weeks passed and Amy was like already showing. So she walks away, and she said, you didn't tell anyone about Amy being pregnant, did you? She said no. She said that she might have told a few people that her and Ricky slept together at band camp. Because Amy told them, which I did leave out, that she told them that her and Ricky hooked up. As they saying this, Ben's friends Henry and Alice walk past and hear it, and they tell Ben the tea. That Amy has already been sexually active with another guy in the band, and he should be aware of it. I don't understand why they need to tell him that, because after they told Ben that, little chestnut, Ben gets hella insecure about Amy not losing her virginity to him, which is like, who the fuck do you think you are to get my virginity? You ain't that special, motherfucker. You ain't nobody. The fuck? Who are you? Ben's been so insecure the whole time him and Amy were together about her losing her virginity to Ricky and getting pregnant, which is ridiculous to me. These 2 big mouth bitches who can't hold water end up telling Amy's entire business in the school. As soon as Henry and Alex found out, by the end of like episode 2, everyone already knows that Adrian already knows that Amy and Ricky hooked up. Ricky kinda told Adrian, but he just didn't say the words, but he kind of told her that they, they did the do. And Adrian put two and two together, and now everybody knows that that Amy and Ricky hooked up. So in episode 3, no, I believe it was still episode 2. The next day at school, when Amy was throwing up, and they gave her a piece of dough and followed her into the bathroom, she said that did they tell anybody what was going on with her? Did they tell anybody about her sleeping with Ricky and getting pregnant? They said no, they didn't tell anyone. And she said, why would you believe that? She said because Ricky told her that it was her friends. Madison and Lauren were the ones who just sent that rumor. It wasn't really a rumor because Amy is indeed pregnant and she did indeed sleep with Ricky, but they were the ones who did gossip to the wrong people, and that's how it did get around. By episode 2, people already know about Amy's business. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. Those are horrible friends. He told Amy that, and she confronted them, and they laughed to her face. But Amy is telling them that Ben, in episode 2, is telling her that he's in love with her. And that he loves her. Are you serious? Amy and Ben, their relationship is hella weird. That's a video for itself. But Ben told her about what he heard. I think Amy denied it. He left it in a voicemail, and then when they picked it up, she said that it wasn't anything like that. She lied. It wasn't until Ben found out that she was pregnant that she indeed did sleep with Ricky. But Madison and Lauren were horrible friends. Like, very horrible. Like, they were not good emotional support systems to Amy at all. The fact that Lauren telling Amy to grow up and tell her parents about her being pregnant. As a matter of fact, people didn't really start knowing that she was pregnant until she started showing. But I believe that by episode 3, Madison and Lauren told her brother Jason that Amy was pregnant. And Jason, I believe, was a senior when he was going there at the time. And it was like, why are y'all saying anything? That's no one else's business. Y'all should be trying to encourage Amy in a way that's genuine to tell her parents about what's going on. Not yelling her and telling her, grow up and tell your parents, Amy. No, not at all, no. And then when she tries to ask them to come with her to, take care of it, they both don't support it. She said that I don't agree with that, and that's wrong. It's her decision. All she's asking for is her friends to be there and hold her hand to go through with it, and they can't even do that. They weren't there for her when Amy was not at school, and she wasn't coming to school when Amy was going through the whole, she didn't want anyone to see her pregnant. They did not give a fuck. They just wanted to see how Amy was doing for pure gossip. It wasn't about consideration or none of it. It was for pure gossip. And the fact that these two bitches were competing for the attention of Ricky to see who he's mostly sexually attracted to was sickening, disgusting, putrefying. These two bitches were horrible. And then the fact that Lauren had the nerve, I already mentioned in another video, the fact that Lauren had the nerve to gossip about Ricky's personal childhood trauma, I just didn't fuck with that. Yeah, Madison and Lauren were awful. I'm trying to remember, is there anything else that I am leaving out? They were there for Amy when she had the baby, but other than that, they were really horrible friends. They started rumors about Amy. They spread her business all over the school. They were not there for Amy at all genuinely during her pregnancy, or they were not there for her at all, to me, during the entire show when Amy was going through shit. Like, I feel like all they did with Amy was, I feel like they orbit themselves around her to get information and to create gossip with it. Literally, when Grace is going through grief, they use it for gossip. When they talk about, oh, let's make a bet to see if she's gonna show us at her father's wedding. Everyone was pretty much betting on Grace coming to her father's funeral to see if she was gonna go to the service. Like, that's fucking sickening. That is so degrading. That is not being a human being. The fact that these two bitches were in on a bet with other people to see if she was going to go to her father's service. It's like, do y'all have no heart, no genuineness inside y'all body? Are you kidding me? The fact that these two bitches just randomly told Amy that Ben slept with Adrian, it was just like they just wanted to do things purely for gossip. That's all. They just orbit themselves around people to get gossip. That's all Madison and Lauren's characters were the entire show. It made for good TV. Don't get me wrong. But the one thing that people are not going to tell me about the Secret Life of American Teenager is that there was not drama. There's drama here. There's drama there. There's drama every motherfucking everywhere. You turn to the right, there's drama. You turn to the left, there's drama. It was drama every time in that show. Now the drama kind of did die down, like towards like the second half of season 4 and definitely in season 5. The drama in season 5 was just so superficial that it was dumb. It was drama that irritated you. It wasn't drama that was like entertaining. It was drama that annoyed you. I didn't really attend the video being long for Madison and Lauren. I just, specifically for me in those moments with them in season 1, it was truly annoying to see that. The fact that they just were not good friends to Amy. I couldn't believe they spread her business. I couldn't believe they tried to get her to trap Ben. I couldn't believe that they told everybody out in the hallway just speaking about her business, about her hooking up with Ricky and they told her brother Jason, and then it went all around the school. Like, for real, like it was absurd. Madison and Lauren are the worst friends in TV show history. Period. I originally wrote this down for a future rant to talk about when it came to Secret Life of a Teenager. I might elaborate a little bit more with this. Like I said, I'm probably going to not probably watch the whole show because I can't do season 5, y'all. I'm sorry. But I might rewatch a little bit more episodes of season 1 to see if I'm missing anything, because I kind of feel like I'm missing things. But if I do, while I'm rewatching it and something comes to me, I will mention it in that future video. I might write it down so that way I don't forget. But this is, like I said, not a long video. Me personally, I feel like Madison and Lauren were horrible friends to Amy. She deserved better friends, and it's crazy that she never got better friends the entire time she was in the show. Amy never got better friends. That's absurd to me. And Amy deserved a good friend, because Amy was way too passive, way too nice, like, honestly, way too nice. It was annoying, really. The fact that she just let people talk to her any kind of way, especially in season 1. Oh my God, I forgot that too. They were the ones. Remember when her and Ben were gonna get married? They were the ones who told everybody it was supposed to be like a little small ceremony. It wasn't supposed to be a whole bunch of people there. They were the ones who went around school telling everyone that Amy and Ben were getting married, and that's how everyone ended up showing up there, getting the fake IDs. This was supposed to keep their mouth shut about anything. Amy wanted a small ceremony. She didn't want all these people here. Why is Adrian here? Tom and his girlfriend. Why is Jack and Alice and Henry here? Why are they here? I could understand Henry and Ashley being there because they were asked to be there. But why is Alice? Why is Jack? Why is Adrian? Why is Ricky? Why is Ray? Why are they here? They didn't want all these people here, and yet Madison and Lauren couldn't wait to jabber their motherfucking jabberjaws to tell everybody. Oh, and Lauren's brother was there, so clock that too. Another person who was there. What? They're the reasons why everybody ended up getting busted for fake IDs, because they could keep their motherfucking mouths closed. Madison and Lauren, they were annoying the entire show to me. The fact they just couldn't mind their business, the fact they were in everyone's business, and the fact that they just do everything. Like I said, it made for good TV, but it was really annoying at the same time. Like, how in the living fucking daylight do they know shit before anyone else knows anything? It's like, damn, y'all can't wait to get to see in the scoop. Y'all just gotta. It's like the drama. It's like the gossip moves them. It empowers them. It's like, damn, they were horrible. Like I said, I'm still watching season 1. I'm watching my favorite episodes right now, but I might go to the beginning when they were really interacting with Amy a lot, in the first 7 episodes, because I think right after episode 7 is the last time she didn't go to school episode 7, and after that Amy never went back to school. So I might rewatch those first 7 episodes just to view how they did Amy in those episodes, and then those will be the episodes that I talk about when it comes to them being horrible friends. Because I think after that they didn't really interact with Amy as much, and then when Amy came back to school, they really didn't interact as much. It's like Amy had no friends. But the first 7 episodes is what I will be discussing. But other than that, y'all have a good one. Good night, and I'll see y'all next time.